Do you frequently judge yourself? Does your inner critic beat yourself up for something that goes wrong in your life? Most of us are our worst enemy. The self-talk we have with ourselves is harsh and judgmental. We sabotage our own happiness and success with toxic thought pattern and drown ourselves in self-criticism. Hi, if you're new to the community, my name is Dr. Erwin Kwun. Thanks for tuning in. In this video, I will explain why cultivating self-compassion is essential to your happiness and success. The insights I share is based on the work of Kristin Neff, leading expert in self-compassion. Self-compassionate people cope more successfully with stress. They tend to bounce back from their failure and are more willing to recognize their mistake and learn from them. Think of a pain you're currently going through. Imagine a close friend with the same exact pain coming to you for advice. How would you talk to that person? Most of us would be kind, gentle, and understanding towards that person, especially if it's our friend. When it comes to ourselves, we seem to be much harder on ourselves. We're more judgmental and critical. We rarely think about showing kindness to ourselves. Imagine talking the same way you're talking to yourself to your friend. Imagine how that friend would feel if you talked to them in an unsupportive and judgmental way. You would amplify their suffering. Similarly, when you beat yourself up, you cause unnecessary suffering to yourself and worsen the situation. How to calm the inner critic and replace it with the same kindness, warmth, and understanding that we treat others who are struggling. I suggest you carefully choose the language that makes your self-talk. Flip the narrative from "poor me, I'm not good enough" to "suffering is part of life, may I be kind to myself in this moment." Self-kindness gives us support when we most need it. When we experience loss, feel rejected, or make mistakes, we think we're the only ones. Most people who struggle also feel especially isolated. Realizing a sense of common humanity when we are at the bottom of the heap is a key dimension to self-compassion. It's different from self-acceptance or self-love. Recognize you are certainly not the only one who is suffering. Everyone is fighting a personal battle you don't know of. It is part of the human experience we share. The last key dimension of self-compassion is mindfulness. Being able to take a step back, observing life for what it really is. No more, no less. Mindfulness gives us better perspective of reality to respond in the most compassionate and effective manner. It gives us an advantage of creating a mini pause between stimulus and response. Here's an excerpt of my conversation with Dr. Fiona Day, expert in leadership and management. She shares a powerful compassionate practice that you can use.
One of my favourite practices around self-compassion is what's called a compassionate hand. So you take your hand, say you're right-handed, you take your right hand and you just place it over your heart. And if you notice that you're being very critical to yourself, or if you notice that you're finding something really difficult, then kind of just taking a brief moment to place your hand over your heart and acknowledge to yourself, oh, this is difficult. I need to take care of myself, and pause, take a breath, and then choose how to respond is a self-compassion practice that I love teaching people because it's so simple and portable, and actually people find it makes a real difference. Similar method to that, if you didn't want to actually put your hand over your heart, if that felt a bit too conspicuous, is just stroking the back of your hand with your other hand. Touch, there's a lot of evidence that touch produces hormones around well-being and soothing. So these are simple things that we can do to take care of ourselves.
Thanks for watching this video till the end. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please comment in the comment section. I will be happy to answer them. Let me know what's your favorite insight from this video. Send me a message at Success Insights TV on Instagram.